Okay, let's dive right in. Have you ever been to a restaurant and had that incredible, crispy, sweet and sour beef and thought, there's no way I could make this at home? Well, guess what? You absolutely can. And today, we're going to break down exactly how to do it, turning some really simple ingredients into a meal that is seriously impressive.
And that's really what this is all about. This isn't just another recipe. It's the kind of dish that feels like an event, Something you'd make for a special occasion. But as you're about to see, it's actually so simple you could totally pull it off any night of the week.
All right, first things first. The heart and soul of this dish is, of course, the beef. And our number one mission is to get it unbelievably crispy. But, and this is the important part, we need that crispiness to last, even after we drench it in that amazing sauce.
Now, take a look at these ingredients. It's pretty straightforward, right? You've got your beef, garlic, salt, and pepper. But the real star of the show here is that Kobe's super crispy flour. This is the secret weapon for getting that restaurant-quality, long-lasting crunch. If you can't find this exact brand, no worries. Just look for a similar seasoned crispy flour mix.
So the prep is super simple, but also super important. Gently pounding the beef makes it nice and tender, but that 30-minute marinade, trust me, you do not want to skip this step. This is where all that delicious, savory flavor from the garlic and seasonings really gets a chance to sink deep into the meat.
And here it is, our first little pro tip. It's called the Cubit, or the light pinching technique. And this is just brilliant. As you're coating the beef in the dry flour, you just gently pinch it all over. What this does is create all these little craggy, uneven surfaces, which means more surface area to get unbelievably crispy in the hot oil. It's a total game changer. Okay, so let's walk through how this all comes together. We're using that classic, foolproof, two-step coating method. First, a quick dip in a simple wet batter. This acts like a glue. Then, you press it firmly into the dry flour, and this is where you use that awesome pinching technique. After that, it goes into the hot oil until it's a gorgeous, deep golden brown. You can just imagine that sizzle. Once it's drained, our beef is ready for its partner.
So, our beef is perfectly crispy and waiting on the sidelines. Now it's time for part two, the sauce. This is where we create that vibrant, glossy, sweet and sour magic that pulls the entire dish together. With a sauce like this, it's all about balance, right? You start by building a fragrant base with garlic and onion. Then you bring in the flavor powerhouses. Tomato gives you that tangy foundation, pineapple brings in that bright, classic sweetness, and then sans terme celera, or a good oyster sauce, adds that deep, savory umami kick that makes everything taste richer. So when you look at the ingredients here, you can see how it all comes together. We've got our aromatics, our fruit, that savory sauce, and then, you see that last item? Kobe tepung bumbu putih. That little ingredient has a very important secret role to play, and we're getting to it right now.
So this is the question, isn't it? The one we all ask ourselves. How do restaurants get their sauces so perfectly thick and shiny? How does it cling to every single piece of meat without ever being clumpy or too heavy?
And here's the secret weapon. It's not cornstarch. It's a seasoned white flour mix. By making a simple slurry, which is just mixing the flour with a little bit of cold water before you add it to the hot sauce, you get a perfectly smooth, beautifully thick sauce every single time. And because the flour is seasoned, it adds another layer of flavor. No lumps, just pure, glossy perfection.
And just look how fast this all happens. You saute your garlic and onion, pour in the liquids and seasonings, and bring it all to a boil. Then you whisk in that magic slurry and watch it thicken up in seconds. Toss in the pineapple at the very end, and bam, your sauce is done. Seriously, it's that quick.
Okay, this is it. The moment we've been waiting for. Our beef is impossibly crispy, the sauce is glossy and fragrant. Now for the best part, the grand finale. It's time to bring it all home. First, you take all that gorgeous, golden brown, crispy beef and pile it high on a serving platter. I mean, you can practically hear the crunch just by looking at it, right? This is the foundation for our masterpiece. And now, for the most satisfying step of all, you take that thick, vibrant sauce and pour it generously right over the top of that crispy beef. You want to hear that little sizzle as the hot sauce hits the coating. Get it into all those nooks and crannies. This is pure food drama, and it's amazing. And you want to know the most incredible part of this whole thing? The total time from the moment you start chopping to the second this stunning dish hits the table is just 40 minutes. 40 minutes for a meal that looks and tastes like it came from a high-end restaurant. Unbelievable, right?
So now it's your turn. You have the complete blueprint to make this happen. But before you run off to the kitchen, let's just quickly go over the absolute keys to success one more time, just to make sure yours turns out absolutely perfect. So let's just hammer home the 4 golden rules. First, that 30-minute marinade is non-negotiable. That's where the flavor lives. Second, the wet thin dry coating method is your ticket to a super crispy shell. Third, remember the Cubit pinch to get all that amazing texture. And finally, maybe the most important rule of all, serve it the second it's ready. You want to experience that perfect contrast of hot, crunchy beef and that warm, glossy sauce. And that pretty much brings us to the end. You now have all the secrets to a truly spectacular, restaurant-quality dish. So the only real question left is, what special moment are you going to make this for? A family celebration, a dinner with friends, or maybe just a regular Tuesday night that deserves to feel a little extraordinary?